John, Jay, and Rich. All right, so we talk about American Idol all the time, and Randy Jackson, one of the judges, who's been on our show a couple times, Randy Jackson's got a new show on MTV, and it's a dance show, but he's got these celebrity judges like Mario Lopez and J.C. Chasez, and J.C.'s on the phone right now to talk about that show. J.C., good morning.
What's up, buddy?
Hey now! Hey, so listen, before we get into the show, I want to tell you, we've got 7, 8 people on our show, and one of our producers, her name's Lindsay. She's like a JC freakazoid, dude. I'm like freaking out that you're on the phone. And are you crying? Oh my! And so we asked her to come in here, and then we figured, what would be cool is that if we just let her do the interview.
Okay.
Would that be okay by you?
Lindsay,
this is your show. I'm
okay. So we're just gonna sit back, and Lindsay's here, and Lindsay's never on the radio, so she's really never. So Lindsay, we're gonna sit right here. We're gonna stare at Lindsay. We're just gonna stare at you.
You guys have to tell me what to ask.
Oh yeah, I'm writing down questions right now.
Okay.
What'd you say, JC?
Nothing. I'm making a joke.
So go ahead, Lindsay. It's all you.
All right. So tell me how you make love.
What?
What? I'm not even going to get into that. Wow.
Why not?
You've worshipped
That's a personal question.
Oh, dang it.
She's got bye 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 as her ringtone.
It's amazing.
What do you want to ask him?
Will you dance with me if you ever come to Arizona?
Excuse me?
She's too nervous, dude.
Yeah, I can barely hear her.
I'll turn up your microphone a little, Lindsay. You got to get a little closer,
sorry.
too.
If you ever came to Arizona on tour or anything, would you dance with me?
I go out and stuff when I'm on the road, sure. If I bumped into you and stuff like that, and everybody's chill, yeah.
So tell me about the show.
The show's great. It's like everybody. It's all about crews and breakdancing and things like that. Which there's a couple of dance shows out there, obviously, but I feel like this one is more in touch with a generation that is young and it's real. It's a very real situation, and it's all about kind of making it on your own. These kids really have to make it on their own, which I think is great. It shows a work ethic and a drive, not just to do what somebody else tells you, but to take the initiative and go out there and make something for yourself, which I think is great. Randy obviously is great at what he does. He's on the biggest show on television right now, and I think it's great that he's kind of used his awareness to shed light on something like this. And it's a lot of fun. Mario Lopez is the host. Who's obviously a great host. He does all these, Miss America pageants and Miss Universe things or whatever. He's also a host on all these different talk shows. So as far as being the medium to communicate to the audience between the contestants and the judges and so on and so forth, he's perfect for the hosting gig. And then the judges are myself, Shane Sparks, who's a great choreographer, works with everybody. And I would say our wild card is this girl, Lil Mama, who's like an up-and-coming young female artist. So,
I love Lil Mama.
Yeah, hey. She's a great perspective for young kids and stuff like that, and females. And then I obviously use my experience from touring and putting on shows myself, and then Shane being such a great choreographer, he's a great perspective as well. And I think these kids are going to get the fairest shake you can get. It's like from 3 people that are entertainers or in the entertainment business already and have experience, as well as we're going to be using the audience to help judge as well. They're going to have a point of view on what they saw, and so it's great, man. It's really great, and you're going to get to see some backstory on each one of these crews.
So why Randy Jackson? Why not Paula Abdul? Paula Abdul is a choreographer and a dancer. Like to have the Randy Jackson dance show seems kind of weird.
No, not at all, actually.
Yeah, it does.
Obviously, you're just because you play guitar doesn't mean you don't like the piano.
It doesn't mean you're great at piano.
Absolutely, and that's why he's not up there dancing.
Right, but to put his name...
Randy saw something that inspired him, and he wanted people to know about it.
I only thought dance crews existed in the movies. I gotta be honest with you.
Not at all, man. That's part of, even when I grew up, it was kind of like the coolest thing was, all these kids, would be on there like black. It's a way for kids to show off to each other and things like that. And so I think everybody at one time or another, has obviously seen a breakdancer or heard a breakdancer, and these guys, they're athletic, man. I mean, it is not easy to sit there and like do handstands and hop on one hand upside down. I mean, half these guys, spend time doing moves that gymnasts, spend time, perfecting. And we watch them in the Olympics. When you're watching these guys, do like the pommel horse, it's the same thing as what, a breakdancer does when they do the flare, except for they're not on a horse where it has handles. They got to do it on the ground.
Dude, you're a great dancer, by the way. I mean, the instinct stuff, unbelievable. No, think about it. Dude, that Bye 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 video you guys, remember when you guys did MTV, you were behind the TVs?
No, exactly. Thanks. Yeah, no, it was great. And that's why I think it's cool that people are seeing, like, these guys, especially these crews, these breakdancers. These guys are athletic, but there's time that goes into it, and they have to think of these things and put something together that's going to entertain you. It's going to be athletic. It's going, they have to make it interesting, and yet, most of these cats, these are breakdancing crews. They're not professionals. These are people that do it because they love it, and they have to make it on their own. And that's actually why I think it's great that Randy saw it, was inspired by it, decided to use his popularity and his connections to create a show to highlight these young people that are out there making it on their own.
We got a girl. There's a girl from here that's one of the finals or something. We got email from her, pictures of her and she listens to the show. She sent them to me last night. And she was like, "Oh, I can't remember her name. Darn it." Did I tell you?
I mean,
what's her name?
They did the auditions in like 4 major cities. They did them in like Los Angeles, New York, Atlanta, and Chicago. And the first show, the show's going live on Saturday. It's completely live on the East Coast. It's at 2 o'clock, but it's completely live. And from 12 crews, we're knocking out 4 on the very first day.
It's all on MTV?
It's on MTV at 2 o'clock Eastern Time on Saturday. But out of the 12 crews, we're literally knocking out 4 on the first show. So it's going to be very dramatic. You're going to get to see on this special a lot of dancing, a lot of talented kids. There's even like a crew on roller skates or something.
Oh, that's sweet.
Hey, JC, let me just change gears for 1 second. Are you close with your mom and dad?
Yeah.
Really close?
I mean, as close as a son would be with their parents, yeah.
Okay, I'm just wondering because I did a little research on you, and I know how I believe this is true, but you were adopted.
Yeah.
Because